In the world of mixed martial arts, nicknames are earned, not given. And few monikers fit a fighter as perfectly as the machine does Merab Dvalishvili. Hailing from the nation of Georgia, Dvalishvili has quickly become a force to be reckoned with in the UFC's bantamweight division. Known for his relentless pace, granite chin, and otherworldly grappling, Dvalishvili is the epitome of a fighter who never stops coming forward, a true machine inside the octagon. UFC 311, held on January 18, 2025 at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, would be another night where the machine would be put to the test. Dvalishvili was scheduled to face the undefeated Umar Nurmagomedov, a stylistically challenging matchup that had fight fans buzzing with anticipation. Nurmagomedov, a cousin of the legendary Khabib Nurmagomedov, brought his own impressive undefeated record and a well-rounded skill set into the octagon. This clash of styles, the relentless pressure of Dvalishvili versus the technical prowess of Nurmagomedov, was set to be a barn burner. As the lights dimmed and the crowd roared, Dvalishvili made his way to the octagon, carrying the weight of his nation on his shoulders. Little did anyone know that this night would not only be another victory for the machine, but a night where he would etch his name into the UFC history books. This is the story of how Merab Dvalishvili, the man they call the Machine, not only defended his bantamweight title but also shattered an all-time UFC record previously held by one of the sport's all-time greats. This is the story of Merab Dvalishvili's unforgettable night at UFC 311. The energy inside the Intuit Dome was electric as Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov stood face-to-face in the center of the octagon. Dvalishvili, the newly crowned bantamweight champion, carried an aura of quiet confidence, his eyes locked on his opponent, his face betraying no emotion. Nurmagomedov, on the other hand, seemed to feed off the energy of the crowd, his youthful exuberance evident in his bouncing step and the confident smirk playing on his lips. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation, a palpable tension hanging in the air as these two undefeated fighters prepared to engage in a battle for dominance. As the first bell rang, Dvalishvili, known for his explosive starts, surprisingly found himself on the back foot. Nurmagomedov, utilizing his length and agility, kept Dvalishvili at bay with a stiff jab and a series of well-timed kicks. For the first two rounds, the story of the fight was Nurmagomedov's technical striking and his ability to thwart Dvalishvili's relentless takedown attempts. It was an unfamiliar position for the Machine, a fighter accustomed to dictating the pace and imposing his will on his opponents. However, true to his moniker, Dvalishvili never wavered. Despite the early adversity, his face remained impassive, his resolve unwavering. He continued pressing forward, absorbing Nurmagomedov's strikes while relentlessly seeking the takedown, his gas tank seemingly inexhaustible. Each failed attempt was met with the same stoic determination, a testament to Dvalishvili's unwavering belief in his own abilities and his refusal to be broken. As the fight wore on, a shift began to occur. Nurmagomedov, initially sharp and elusive, began to slow, his movements becoming less fluid, his breathing more labored. Dvalishvili, like a machine designed to wear down its opponent, sensed the change and seized the opportunity. The relentless pressure, the constant threat of the takedown, had taken its toll, and now it was time for the Machine to go to work. The championship rounds of a fight often reveal the true heart of a champion, and for Merab Dvalishvili, this fight was no different. With each passing minute, Dvalishvili's pressure intensified, his takedown attempts becoming more frequent and more determined. Nurmagomedov, his early confidence waning, found himself pinned against the cage, his back against the canvas, as Dvalishvili unleashed a relentless barrage of ground and pound. The crowd, sensing the shift in momentum, erupted in a frenzy of cheers and applause, their chants of "Merab, Merab, Merab" echoing throughout the arena. It was during this dominant stretch, amidst the roar of the crowd and the relentless assault from Dvalishvili, that history was made. With each successful takedown, Dvalishvili inched closer to a record previously held by one of the sport's all-time greats, Georges St-Pierre. GSP, known for his own legendary wrestling and ground control, had set the bar high with an astounding 90 takedowns in his illustrious UFC career. Now, here was Dvalishvili, in the midst of a championship performance on the verge of surpassing that record. The anticipation in the arena was palpable as fans eagerly awaited the historic moment. The commentators, their voices filled with excitement, reminded viewers of the historical significance of what they were witnessing. And then, it happened. Dvalishvili, with a powerful double-leg takedown, planted Nurmagomedov on the canvas, securing his 91st takedown in the UFC and surpassing GSP's long-standing record. The crowd erupted, their cheers reaching a deafening crescendo as Dvalishvili, ever the picture of composure, maintained his relentless assault. It was a moment that transcended the record itself, a testament to Dvalishvili's unwavering dedication to his craft, his relentless pursuit of greatness. But while the record-breaking achievement was a testament to Dvalishvili's grappling prowess, it was also a moment that invited comparisons between his fighting style and that of the legendary GSP. Could Dvalishvili, with his relentless pressure and takedown dominance, reach the same heights of greatness as the former two-division champion? To compare Merab Dvalishvili to Georges St-Pierre is to invite both praise and scrutiny. GSP, after all, is widely regarded as one of the most well-rounded and dominant champions in UFC history. Dvalishvili, while undoubtedly a force to be reckoned with, possesses a fighting style that, at times, appears almost antithetical to the calculated brilliance of GSP. Where GSP was known for his technical precision, his ability to blend striking and grappling seamlessly, Dvalishvili is a whirlwind of forward pressure, a human battering ram who overwhelms his opponents with sheer grit and determination. But to focus solely on the stylistic differences is to miss the fundamental thread that connects these two fighters, an unwavering will to win. Dvalishvili's path to the title was anything but conventional. He clawed his way through the ranks, fight by fight, each victory a testament to his relentless work ethic and his refusal to back down from a challenge. He embraced the grind, the long hours in the gym, the constant pursuit of improvement, knowing that his time would come. And come it did. Dvalishvili's rise to the top of the bantamweight division was marked by a series of impressive victories over some of the division's most dangerous contenders. He handed former featherweight kingpin Jose Aldo a hard-fought loss, showcasing his improved striking and his ability to take punishment. He outgrappled the technically brilliant Peter Yan, a former champion known for his own suffocating grappling. He then went on to defeat the Olympic gold medalist and former two-division champion Henry Cejudo in a fight that cemented his status as a legitimate title contender. The bout was a masterclass in strategy and endurance, showcasing his ability to adapt and overcome. Fans and analysts alike were left in awe of his performance, which was a blend of technical prowess and sheer willpower. And finally, in a performance that sent shockwaves through the MMA world, Dvalishvili dethroned the heavily favored Sean O'Malley, capturing the bantamweight title and extending his winning streak to an astounding 12 fights. This victory was not just another win, it was a statement that echoed through the halls of MMA history, marking the rise of a new champion. Each victory added another layer to Dvalishvili's growing legacy, proving that his unorthodox style was not only effective but capable of toppling the very best the division had to offer. His journey was a testament to the power of perseverance and innovation in the sport. He had become a champion, a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and an unyielding belief in oneself. His story inspired countless aspiring fighters, showing them that with enough grit and dedication, anything is possible. Dvalishvili's training regimen was as unorthodox as his fighting style. He often trained in the mountains, embracing the harsh elements to build his endurance and mental toughness. His unique approach to training was a key factor in his success, allowing him to outlast and outfight his opponents. He had become a champion not just in title but in spirit. His journey was a beacon of hope and a source of motivation for many. It was a reminder that champions are not born. They are made through relentless effort and an unwavering belief in their dreams. As he continued to train and prepare for future challenges, Dvalishvili remained grounded and focused. His story was far from over, and the MMA world eagerly awaited his next move. With each fight, he continued to prove that he was not just a champion, but a legend in the making. Standing atop the bantamweight mountain, Merab Dvalishvili had achieved what many thought impossible. He had conquered the division, racked up a historic winning streak, and even surpassed a record set by one of the sport's most revered figures. Yet in the ever-churning world of mixed martial arts, the question always becomes, what's next? For Dvalishvili, the answer was clear: to cement his legacy as one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. The bantamweight division has a rich history of dominant champions, fighters whose names are etched in the annals of the sport. Dominic Cruz, with his unorthodox movement and elusive striking, reigned supreme for years, becoming a puzzle that few could solve. T.J. Dillashaw, a master of footwork and angles, brought a technical brilliance to the division, his reign marked by a string of highlight reel finishes. These were the shadows that loomed large over Dvalishvili's championship reign, the benchmarks against which his legacy would inevitably be measured. But Dvalishvili, never one to shy away from a challenge, embraced the opportunity to carve his own path. He possessed a style unlike any other champion before him, a relentless pressure-based approach that tested the will and endurance of even the most seasoned veterans. His gas tank was legendary, his chin seemingly unbreakable, his takedowns a constant threat that kept his opponents on edge. He was a new breed of champion, a fighter who thrived in the trenches, who broke his opponents not with a single devastating blow but with a relentless barrage of pressure and attrition. The road to greatness, however, is paved with obstacles, and for Dvalishvili, a new generation of contenders was waiting in the wings. Hungry young fighters, eager to dethrone the champion and etch their own names in the history books. Each fight would be a test, a chance for Dvalishvili to prove that his reign was no fluke, that he possessed the heart, the skill, and the unwavering determination to stand among the bantamweight elite. The machine had arrived, but the question remained: could he become a dynasty? As the final bell echoed through the Intuit Dome, signaling the end of a grueling 5-round battle, the atmosphere was electric. The crowd, a sea of faces filled with anticipation and excitement, erupted into a thunderous applause. The energy in the arena was palpable, a testament to the incredible display of skill and heart that had just unfolded before their eyes. There was no doubt in anyone's mind that they had witnessed something truly special. The roars of approval and admiration echoed through the stands, a chorus of voices celebrating the warrior spirit that had been on full display. Merab Dvalishvili, his face a mask of sweat and determination, stood triumphant in the center of the octagon. His journey to this moment had been one of relentless training, unwavering focus, and an unbreakable will to succeed. The culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice was now being celebrated by thousands of adoring fans. His hand raised in victory as the new UFC bantamweight champion, Dvalishvili's expression was a mix of joy and relief. He had achieved what many only dream of, and he had done it in spectacular fashion. The referee's gesture was more than just a formality. It was a recognition of his dominance and skill. He had conquered a formidable opponent in Umar Nurmagomedov, a fighter known for his technical prowess and unyielding spirit. The bout had been a clash of titans, each round a testament to their incredible abilities and determination. Nurmagomedov, with his undefeated record and storied lineage, had been a worthy adversary, a fighter who had entered the octagon undefeated and with a pedigree that spoke volumes about his potential. Nurmagomedov had been expected by many to continue his winning streak. His preparation had been meticulous, his focus unbreakable. Yet on this night, it was Dvalishvili who emerged victorious. But on this night, it was Dvalishvili's night. The crowd's cheers grew louder, a symphony of support and admiration for the new champion. His victory was not just a personal triumph, but a moment of inspiration for all who witnessed it. The octagon had become a stage for his greatness, and he had delivered a performance for the ages. A night where he not only defended his title, but also cemented his status as one of the most exciting and dominant fighters in the UFC today. His journey was far from over, but this victory was a defining chapter in his career. As he held the championship belt high, the world knew that a star had truly been born. Dvalishvili's victory was a testament to his unique fighting style, a style that defied conventional wisdom, yet proved to be incredibly effective. His approach to fighting was unlike anything the bantamweight division had seen before. He was not the most technical striker, nor was he the most explosive athlete. But what he possessed was an engine that never quit, a relentless drive that kept him going when others would falter. His training regimen was grueling, designed to push his limits and build an unbreakable spirit. He spent countless hours perfecting his craft, focusing on endurance and resilience. His striking might not have been the most polished, but it was effective, wearing down opponents over time. His grappling was relentless, always pressing forward, never giving his adversaries a moment to breathe. His strength and conditioning were second to none. He could go the distance in any fight, maintaining a pace that left others exhausted. His workouts were intense, focusing on building a body that could withstand the rigors of the octagon. Running long distances, doing endless cardio workouts, he built an engine that never seemed to run out of fuel. His stamina was legendary, allowing him to keep pushing forward no matter how tough the fight got. He had a chin that could withstand the heaviest of blows, taking punches that would have knocked out lesser fighters. His ability to absorb punishment and keep moving forward was a key part of his success. And then there was his unyielding will to win, a determination that was unmatched in the bantamweight division. He celebrated each victory with his team, knowing that every win was a result of their collective hard work and dedication. He had broken the mold of what it meant to be a champion, proving that heart, determination, and an unwavering belief in oneself could overcome even the most daunting of challenges. Holding the championship belt, he stood as a testament to the power of perseverance. His training sessions were a sight to behold, filled with intense focus and an unbreakable spirit. He pushed through the toughest workouts, always striving to be better, to be stronger, to be faster. He had shown the world that there was more than one way to win a fight, that sometimes the most direct path to victory was through sheer grit and relentless pressure. With his arms raised in victory, he proved that determination and hard work could triumph over any obstacle. Dvalishvili's journey was a blueprint for success, a testament to the power of the human spirit. He pressed forward in every fight, applying relentless pressure on his opponents, never giving them a moment's respite. His story was one of perseverance, of never giving up, of always believing in oneself. As the dust settled on UFC 311, the MMA world looked ahead, eager to see what the future held for their new champion. Dvalishvili, still riding high from his historic victory, had already set his sights on new challenges, his hunger for greatness far from satiated. The bantamweight division, stacked with talented contenders, presented a seemingly endless supply of intriguing matchups. Would he continue his reign of dominance, racking up victories and solidifying his place among the division's all-time greats?